So this is chapter 11, which is improving communication climates. The definition of communication climate is the emotional tone of the relationship between two people communicating. So if you have a good relationship between your husband, your boyfriend, fiance, even the communication between us and the professor, that has an emotional climate that we all gradually learn to use throughout life. Confirming communication, there are several. There is recognition, acknowledgement, and endorsement. Recognition is being able to tell the person you understand how they feel, you recognize that they have messaged you, texted you, but this is also one of the easiest things to forget. I'm bad about it. I forget answering my cell phone all the time, even if it's my dad or my mom calling. I don't recognize that they call, they're trying to communicate with me. Acknowledgement is you actually pick up the phone, you talk to them. Simple as that. Endorsement is I understand, I agree with you on how you feel today. That's that part of confirming communication. Disconfirming communication pretty much is the opposite. You ignore them, it doesn't seem right, you don't agree with them. There are several things underneath this. Irrelevant responses, impersonal. Those ones are the bigger ones where you respond irrelevantly. Doesn't even have to mean anything about the conversation. You can say, oh, how's the weather today? Oh, well, we have to go do this. We have to go grocery shopping. It has nothing to do with the conversation that was started. Impersonal means you answer it, but you don't answer the way they expect you to. Disagreeing messages is when you're aggressive, you complain, you're argumentative, you want your way. It's your way or the highway. Escalating conflict spirals and de-escalating conflict spirals. Escalating is, the tit for tat or sibling rivalries between a brother and a sister. You have to go higher than the next person or the person you're arguing with. You have to be right. You cannot end the argument until they give up. De-escalating conflicts is fighting over who gets the front seat or who gets the last lollipop of the package. It's more or less you just kind of give up and let the other person win. Finally, there's the Jack Gibbs categories, which are supportive and defensive. When talking about that, description versus evolution, problem orientation versus control, spontaneity versus strategy, empathy versus neutrality, equality versus superiority, provisionalism versus certainty. Those are the categories that he talks about. As you see in the PowerPoint, they go over more about them. Those are the main goals and viewpoints I perceive out of that chapter.